I'm Ross, and I'm here to show you how to build a one-man real estate enterprise that pays you today through house flips and pays you forever through rentals. Even if you don't know construction, don't know what to say to contractors, don't know how to find deals, fund deals, or generally where to start. I'm talking about building real wealth with no payroll, no customers, and no fear of bad reviews. Just the proven, sure path that's created more millionaires than any other business, so you can avoid spending the next decades of your career building something that will stop as soon as you stop, or maybe never even pay off at all. But guys, don't let me fool you. I have not been coaching people for decades because I've been too busy out there doing it myself. I've flipped 300 plus houses. I own over 150 rental units that bring me more than $1 million a year in recurring revenue. And I'm still in the trenches running a one-man real estate organization. This is what 12 different revenue streams actually means. It means 11 different rental units and a house flipping operation. Same skills, same relationships, same market knowledge, multiple positive outcomes. It's the only business where the same skill set pays you today and forever. Your regular salary from house flipping is the same play as your long-term investment strategy of holding rental properties. You wake up every day and know exactly what to focus on. So why real estate? Let me give you 6 more reasons. 1, real estate is the oldest, most proven wealth building strategy on earth. It's been working for thousands of years, and there is no reason to believe it won't continue to work for the next 30 years of my career. 2 is it's universal. Everybody needs it. It literally is on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. 3, it's protected. AI isn't replacing people who understand construction, management, and strategy. The rug will not be pulled out from under you. Number 4 is controllable. When all the chips are down, you can personally go affect change. It relies on nobody else. Number 5, leverage. It's the easiest asset to get funding for. Why? Because the smart money knows it's the safest and most predictable investment there is. And number 6 is tax strategies. With the right strategies in place, there's no better way to make money and pay little or no taxes on it. Because just think about it. The people who wrote the tax codes were landowners. Plus, it's the government's way of paying people for a job that it has failed to do, which is providing housing. So here is what you're going to get from me inside the Solo House Flipper School. Weekly calls, unfiltered Q&A, the real talk that I can't post publicly. Access to me. I answer posts daily, except on Sundays, which is family day. 10 plus hours of on-demand courses, the Solo House Flipper model, construction systems mini course, the jobs menu full course. You get tools like the flipping calculator, Flip-A-Rhythm, which is my algorithm for fast scopes of work and budgets, the wealth calculator, which shows you how much you'll be worth in 30 years when your mortgages run out. And I'm always making more because it makes my job easier. You're getting frameworks, checklists, and scripts, the exact ones that I use to find deals, run numbers, hire contractors, manage projects, build scopes, and plenty more. And again, all of this is free for now, but it won't be for long. The Solo House Flipper methodology is designed to help you build the skills, systems, and deal discipline required to be capable of earning $200,000 a year and $10,000 a month in rentals, all with no payroll. And honestly, some people require a lot less than that to go full-time in this business, and some take it quite a bit further. And to be clear, the FTC does not allow me to make income claims. And that's fair because I can't predict your work ethic, discipline, deal selection, and follow-through. So I'm not going to promise you any specific dollar amount or timeline. But what I can promise you is that I will give you the exact steps, checklists, and scripts that have worked for me and continue to work for other operators. So instead of taking my word for it, what about Curtis, who started working with me in his early 20s? He looked more like he was 14 at the time. But now he owns multiple rentals and he hasn't had to work in over a year. That's right, because his rentals are paying his bill. Plus, he has a cash cushion from all the flips that he's done. He's just chilling for now while he chooses what he wants to pursue next. And I asked him about his cash situation just the other day. And he said, well, I'll just go get another deal if I need some more money. And that's the type of skill that I'm talking about. That's real power. That's freedom, knowing that you can make money at will, anytime, anywhere, with a product that has an endless supply. Or Andrew, who might not have known what a hammer was a few years ago when I started working with him.
Ross Power. Man, I've done quite a few video testimonials in my life, but there's probably none more deserving than Ross.
But he currently has 3 flips going on simultaneously.
I literally knew absolutely nothing about real estate. I just knew that I wanted to invest. Ross essentially took me from nothing to over 300 transactions totaling over $30 million.
Managing contractors like a boss. In fact, a lot of the content that I make on my YouTube channel comes from conversations I've had with him about exactly what he should say to these contractors. Or Charbel, who bought, renovated, listed, and went under contract to sell his first flip within months. Literally, I met the dude on September 15th of this year, and it's not 2 months later right now that I'm filming this, and he's already negotiating his second deal. We just walked through the exact script that he should use with this wholesaler. So no, I don't have the perfect marketing funnels or the perfect community strategy to lure you in. Instead, I'm focused on giving you the real stuff that you can go out and execute on today. And you're probably wondering, what's the catch? Why would this dude do this stuff for free? Well, it's pretty simple. 2 reasons. One is I know that if I give you extreme value, I'll be able to monetize a product later. And I'm the kind of guy who's willing to put in the work. What type of example would I be if I wanted the easy way? And number 2, despite having 17 flip or rental projects live right now, I still have the time to do this because of the systems and the frameworks that you're about to get for free. But free doesn't mean it's crap, because I didn't just get a camera the other day and start filming. I've made over 1,000 videos on YouTube and other social media teaching people how to do this. And this is what some of those people have to say about it. Like Damiek 3284 that says the Hormozy of house flipping. Thanks, dude. Or this guy that says crown, crown, crown after a 7.5 hour house flipping video I made. Or these in rapid succession. But this girl that says, this is a reality check that we need. For free. Or my personal favorite, at Badrullah Salam Fahad. Nice video. Fire icon. You could get a lot more reach if you did proper YouTube SEO. Thanks, dude. Now listen, guys, this isn't for everybody. This is not for you if you want a get-rich-quick hack. Go try crypto instead. Or you want the next drop shipping or automation agency that might blow up overnight. You're not willing to invest the time and the money needed to make this thing work. Or you're broke and you're trying to figure out how to make this work on a shoestring. Well, save up some money, watch some free content, and come on back. Or if you're fragile and you can't give or receive candid feedback, because a lot is dished out right here. P.S. though, you don't have to get involved in the post, so you don't have to take feedback unless you want it. But if you want it, it's going to be candid. But don't worry, you can sit back and watch quietly and just take in the content if you don't want to get involved. But I'm saying if you do get involved, it will be candid. All right, but this is for you. If you're an achiever who wants the surest path to wealth, the path that has built fortunes for thousands of years. If you want control, clarity, and skills. If you're ready to bust your ass for something. You just want to know that you've picked the right path and that you're taking the right steps down it. You're someone who would easily trade overnight or easy for inevitable. And let me tell you a couple of important details about operating a one-man business. One is one man doesn't mean that you're doing it all yourself. It means that you control everything. Our goal is to outsource all of the tasks except for the important decisions that only you can make. And 2 is that mastering 1x builds the real foundation for 10x if you ever want that. See, the same skills that will help you build a streamlined, low input, one-man business will also allow you to scale up. But also, scale means something totally different to me. You see, real estate is the most scalable business in the world. When I was growing my business, I would go on appointments with potential sellers to get off-market deals. I'd work the phones, go on the appointment, ultimately close the deal. And as I got better, I would have almost less than an hour into a single deal. But last year, I got a lead from a guy who had 45 doors. And after a 30-minute phone call, didn't even go to the job site, I got it under contract for $3.1 million. I closed a month later and it appraised for $5 million. Same input, dramatically different output. That is true scalability. Now here's the high-level outline of what you'll learn from me. There are really only 4 things that you control in real estate. Number 1 is the deal. That's finding and analyzing deals using my frameworks, closing deals without sleazy sales tactics, getting money lined up to acquire the property. 2 is the strategy, using my mini systems for analyzing houses, building a scope of work and a budget, then setting up that scope of work for project management, using my phases system and sub-chunking methodology. Using my MIY approach, the manage it yourself instead of DIY or going out and hiring a GC, you become the GC. And 3 is the work. That is the project management without having prior construction knowledge. How to profile and scout the right contractors, build a CRM full of contractors who want to work for you, or using my lazy project management methods that allow you to use less bandwidth to get better results. And 4 is the market, using what I call the digital introduction to get the highest price for your house, finding the right real estate agent that actually works for you, how to negotiate pricing and inspection resolutions, navigating refinancing strategies, how to find and manage property managers for your rentals. Now, those 4 controls sit on top of the foundation, which is understanding value, risk, and how real estate actually works, how to use house flipping as a catalyst for wealth generation. And then the infrastructure is what I call the empire. How to set up your business for success against the 3 vampires, which are liability, taxes, and inflation. How to automate and streamline and outsource your business. Recruit and maintain the right vendors. Exactly what you should be focusing on personally. My all-weather approach to cut through all the noise out there. And finally, this is all powered by the philosophy. See, we're chasing freedom and legacy, but not like you think of legacy. Here's what it means to me, short and sweet. I want my children to see a dad who decided what he wanted and reached out and grabbed it. And here's how I achieved that. 5 pillars to live and do business by. Number 1 is the Mario rule. You see, when you die in the game of Mario, you don't go back to 0, you go back to the most recent checkpoint. And assets are those checkpoints. Each rental, each habit, each skill, those are assets. And once you have them, they cannot be easily lost and they keep growing for you. And number 2 is the Moneyball rule. See, the 2002 Oakland Athletics, a crap team, took a different approach in the era of home runs and steroids. They said, just give me people who can get on first base. And statistically speaking, that will win games because home runs lead to strikeouts. And in business, the goal is to stay in the game long enough to be able to see around the corners, to gain the skills, and then you win at will. 3 is the cowboy rule. See, you're not a damsel in distress. You are the guy, nobody else. Don't be fragile. Number 4 is the watcher. You see, you are your biggest enemy if you allow it. So look at yourself regularly, improve daily. And number 5 is the shopping cart rule. There are 2 types of people out there. There are those who return their carts at Walmart and those who leave the job for somebody else. Wealth is important. How you get there is more important in the end because remember what legacy actually means. See, freedom is doing what you want, when you want, with who you want, and knowing that nothing can stop you because you have the skills. Freedom looks like finding a property at will and knowing exactly what to do with it, like Curtis, or contractors already in your phone who listen to you, like Andrew, or showing up to job sites as little or as much as you want to, bringing your kids there. Maybe dropping them off at school, going to ballet lessons or baseball games, waking up and deciding if you even want to go into the office. Maybe you want to work from home that day, or maybe you want to work out before going to the office. Sleeping well because systems are built, deals are lined up, and rent checks are hitting your account. Listen, guys. Knowledge times experience equals skills. And once you have them, you are unstoppable. After your first flips, you'll see things differently. After a few, you'll be a different person. And hey, I get it. You just want it all right now. 12 revenue streams, 10x, MRR, a 7 or 8 figure exit. Me too. It's in our nature, man. Earth isn't good enough. We got to go to Mars now. It's the battle that achievers like us face every day. And it's an ongoing war, guys. See, I had a $5 million full stack general contracting company, a house wholesaling company doing over 100 deals a year, a multi-million dollar property management company, a $1 million handyman services company, a mechanical, electrical, plumbing company, a dumpster company. and a software company. I was doing 50 projects concurrently, most of them my own real estate investments, raised a private equity fund. I've done syndications, and I had no midnight oil left to burn. I was constantly worried about making sure that I had enough money to keep things going, worried about a bad review that I might get from some unbearable customer, and constantly overwhelmed, trying to figure out where I should focus my bandwidth. And quite honestly, I simply sucked at a whole bunch of different things. It's amazing how everything that I thought I wanted was really just a prison that I had built for myself. And that's not freedom. I realized that the whole 12 revenue stream thing comes after you have become the master at one thing. So I decided to put all my eggs in one basket and watch them like a hawk. That's a quote from somebody famous, I think. But the best part is that you don't need to burn the boats to do this thing. It can start as a side operation and build at your speed. And in fact, I recommend that in most cases. Inside this program, I host weekly Q&As where I cover the real stuff that pro investors face, the raw, unfiltered truth that I can't say on my YouTube channel. You'll get 10 plus hours of step-by-step courses, every framework, SOP, and tool that I use for myself, and me personally in there every day answering questions, responding to posts, basically doing everything I can to make sure that this business works for you. And listen, I get it. I spent years trying to figure out what I wanted to invest my career in. I think it never ends for people like us, but I'm telling you that having the foundation of real estate skills has given me and countless others the opportunity to go pursue anything while assets are growing in the background. It is an unbelievable feeling to know that when I take my family on vacation, I'm getting richer. While I'm sleeping, I'm getting richer. Sure, there are other ways to do that with some luck. Well, I don't count on uncontrollable factors working in my favor, so I chose real estate instead. So if you're serious about taking the proven path, this community was built for you. Click join. I'll see you inside.